A Washington Examiner op-ed also hitting at President Biden over his border crisis response, or lack thereof, labeling him a quote-unquote frequent Delaware vacationer who doesn't have time for your stupid border. That's a quote. It continues with this. Biden promised in 2020 that immigration would be one of his top priorities as president. In his defense, he never said where on his list of priorities immigration would be. As it turns out, it's somewhere far, far below weekends in Delaware. Jimmy Failla, host of Fox Across America on Fox News Radio. Now, when that gets a chuckle from Jimmy Failla, you know you said something.
I am so worked up over this one. You know, Joe Biden, I really mean this, Harris, is a national disgrace. And I know a lot about national disgraces because I'm a Jets fan. So I'm aware. No, they're that bad. Just end the season. But when he said to Anderson Cooper the other day, I haven't had time to go to the border. This is a guy who's taken 23 Delaware vacations. His White House frequently calls it lit at like 3 p.m. Can you skip one episode of Bonanza and go down to the border? We know the answer is no. Why? Because they're obsessed with putting the perception over the reality. He knows if he goes down to the border and brings a camera crew along with him, no differently than when they survey like storm damage, that's going to bring attention to the reality.
That's true.
No kidding. You know, when a town gets crushed by a storm, which is always so heartbreaking, the presidents always go and the camera crews
But that
come.
was the excuse that he made for not going to the border, that he couldn't multitask these things, which bring a helpful eye, usually. I mean, light being the greatest forensic.
Yes.
Sunlight on the planet, right? So, of course, he brings all that shine to those issues. But he's chosen some over the others. And trust me, when you go to the border, it feels like a category something has hit you.
What you get immediately is the border is a now problem. It's going on right now. Like if your house is on fire, you don't call the fire department and hope they'll give you a study on the root causes of house fires. You want a truck with water. We're not getting it. And when he says, oh, I haven't had time, tell that to the families that were hit by a record level of overdoses last year, most of which are attributable to the high-grade fentanyl coming across the border. This is the front door of our house. It's wide open. He doesn't seem to think that's a problem, but it's a big problem for people paying attention.
And by the way, I mean, having so much coverage that we've both seen in our careers in storm-ravaged communities, it takes all of us pulling together. Don't we always do that? Isn't it amazing as Americans? And I've lived in Tornado Alley, right? It takes everybody, including the White House.
Imagine.
Okay, President Biden has reportedly spent 108 of his 276 first days in office away from the White House. He's taken 35 personal trips so far and spent 69 days in Wilmington, Delaware, 7 days at his waterfront home in Rehoboth Beach, and 32 days at Camp David. This is more than President Trump, President Obama, who both spent 70 and 40, respectively, days away from the White House over the same amount of time. Now, that isn't to say that you're not doing some work when you're at Camp David or wherever. I mean, we've seen that. But that's a lot of time. 108 out of 276, and it's not even Halloween yet.
It's absurd. I will defend him on one point. Like 2 of those days are the Secret Service trying to find him after he went for a bike ride and couldn't find his way back, most likely.
Stop.
I'm being silly. But yes, there is a double standard here, but people think we're drawing a comparison between him and Trump or him and Obama to make some type of Republican point, but it is an American point.
Well, Obama's not a Republican.
No, I'm saying in general, though. They say we're only drawing this comparison because we're Republicans, we want to make them look bad. In theory, the truth is, there has been a dereliction of duty. We're suffering from a crisis of leadership in this country. There's nobody sitting around that feels like Biden's got this. They don't even know if Biden is a part of this most days. And when you read those staggering vacation numbers, coupled with the fact that, again, he hasn't gone to the border, it's all perceptions. No different than Afghanistan. They tried telling you the troop withdrawal was a success because they didn't want to acknowledge the reality that it was a failure. It's going to cost them in reality at the polls.
Real quickly, Hunter Biden's art officially making its New York City debut at a posh Soho gallery, displaying 15 of his pieces, selling for up to $500,000 a piece. All those who want to see the paintings must make an appointment, and they have to be vetted in advance. But Republican lawmakers still have ethics concerns and want the Attorney General to investigate whether White House access could also be for sale at any of these events. Real quick.
This is psychotic. $500,000 a painting. And if you think the price is high, you should see the painter. But seriously, Hunter Biden is a guy who's known for what? He's known for painting the town. He's now selling paintings in the same price range as a Monet. And Barack Obama's own ethics chief famously said this is a liability for the White House. But it
hasn't been so far.
So far.
And why is that?
Because the media is showing no interest in this story. If this is a Trump kid, again, I'm not pointing it out to defend Trump. I'm pointing it out to defend sanity. If the president and his son are compromised, we're all compromised. I'm not saying they are, but I'd like to take a look.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting what you say, the media. Nancy Pelosi wanted the media to sell the spending bill.
Yeah.
And we want the media to do their jobs.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Hey, you had me on a Monday. That's all I care. Now my bosses know I sobered up from the weekend, and they'll put me on the air.
You stop. All right, if you want to know anything about Hunter Biden's past, just Google it, but not with the kids in the room. Outnumbered after the break.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.